Hey everyone, so JoAnna and I have been working on a surprise for a little while now. We weren't sure if it was going to be something we could even do or if it was going to be completely out of reach, but I spent the last couple months after we decided to try working, and we wanted to share this really exciting surprise with everyone. So this right here, that would be my car. A few of you probably have seen it before, but it's been stuck up here in the frozen prairies for most of the time I've known everyone. And that right there would be a garage door. And that's because we're going to walk through this door right here. And we're going to share our new home with you. Just close that. So this would be the front entrance. If you ever come through our garage, that's what you would be coming through. Got a nice closet for any of your coats and anything like that. And then from the front door, we come down the hallway. On our left, we have this nice, apparently smart thermostat. I've never had one of those before. I'm really excited to mess around because you know me, technology. Very neat stuff. And on the right, you'll find a half bathroom. In a little bit further and towards your right here, this is the front door where you would be coming in normally if you come to visit us, and hopefully at your convenience you can. So this is our front deck leading out into the neighborhood. Let's head back inside because the inside is warmer and a lot nicer. We'll check out that snow out there. That's what a white Christmas should look like, just so you know. Just inside the front entrance is the normal coat closet. And then one of my favorite rooms in the house, and you've kind of seen a glimpse of it already walking around. Across from the entrance from the garage it's kind of a dining room, but we are not thinking this is going to be the main dining area. What we're thinking here is this is going to have a nice 8-sided board game table with board games along the walls, a nice window for lighting. And this is where we're probably going to entertain out of. So if you ever come over and we want to play board games, that's probably we're going to be doing that. Has nice little kind of windows leading into the area to keep it nice and bright and open. Proceeding in further, that box right there is something JoAnna's never seen yet. I didn't even know it was here till I got here tonight. On the left we have the kitchen. I'm just going to move this down off the counter. So when we got it, it came with all of the appliances you're seeing included, which is kind of a nice little deal. This area has been in high demand, but try and encourage sales. They've been throwing a lot of this stuff in as bundles. So we've got a nice fridge here. Now, JoAnna, I'm sorry, I lied to you. I did tell you that it's a double-doored fridge, and that part's true. But it turns out the second door is actually more fridge. So this is just one giant amount of fridge. Oh, I have to close it in the right order or else that won't work. Now on the bottom, that's where our freezer is apparently. So it pulls out and it's got these cool sliding trays. Lots of room for freezer-based stuff. Plus, of course, we have the freezer that we can put in the basement. Pretty good looking stove. Nice countertops. So when we got this, we looked at a few options, all the same model, but this one right here is actually the show home. So it comes with all the fancy, nice countertops, good looking faucets. I actually think these are really cool. It comes in. I think that's really neat. I haven't seen one quite designed like that before. One of the things that JoAnna and I talked about a lot, I don't like the normal rectangular kitchen islands. I like something that keeps the room a little bit more separate. So you can see clearly there's a nice dividing boundary. Like this is where the kitchen is, and everywhere else obviously isn't, unlike a lot of those rectangular islands where the kitchen just kind of blends out into the rest of the house. Comes with a dishwasher. That way I don't have to be the dishwasher. And it comes with a nice sized pantry. So these are slats for sliding appliances in and out so you don't mess up the beautiful hardwood floors, which I'll just give you a quick shot of. Really, really nice, just all around. Let's just come over here and give you a quick glance of outside into our backyard first. So just gotta do that and push this little button here, and I can open up onto our rear deck. So you can't see very well. You can see a little bit. Nice winter snow again. There's fences all along most of the backyard. We have a little bit of fencing to do, but we did get them to put in the rear landscaping so that it'll be a nice looking backyard next summer when the snow's all gone. As you saw, there's a decent little deck out there as well, so we can host like a barbecue or something like that. And maybe someone can teach me how to cook some of that delicious southern barbecue properly on a barbecue. I think that would be pretty neat. Just lock that up here. Next up, I'm just gonna go back to the kitchen so you can see there's the kitchen, there's that gaming room that we were talking about, that right there is the door to the basement. And then from there, we come over to here. So that is going to be the main living area. This space right over here by the door to the outside, that's probably where we're gonna put like a nice dining table. And then right over here, this is where we're probably going to put like couches, and up on the wall there's going to be a TV. This comes with a gas fireplace, so you can see the pilot lights in there burning away. It's not turned up right now, so there's not a good flame going, but where is... I'm trying to remember where the slider to like increase the flame is. I think you actually have to remove this panel right here, and the controls in there. There was a slider somewhere, but I don't know if that was hooked up or not. In any case, yeah, beautiful, beautiful stonework on this. This right there, you're looking at the cleaning work that JoAnna agreed to. I'll help with most of the chores, but I made her promise because she really, really wanted this stonework on the fireplace. And every other model we looked at that was the same shape always had tile work here instead of stonework. And I think this is just a giant dust trap, if you ask me. But I do have to admit that she's right. It looks a lot nicer than the tile work. It just looks like a lot of work. So that is the living area. Right there you can see kind of some holes in the wall up towards the upstairs. So I'm going to head upstairs now and walk you through there. Nice carpeting. Oh, before I go upstairs, I'm just going to quickly point out, you see those little shapes on the ceiling? Those are throughout the house. They're in the garage, kitchen, the main floor living room, the master bedroom, and then the room I'm going to show you next. And they are part of a global sound system that was installed as an upgrade option because it was the show home. It just kind of came built in. So some of those wires that you saw beside the fireplace downstairs hook into that global sound system. And if you saw on the walls in a couple of places, there's these sliders. Those aren't hooked up to lights. Those are actually hooked up to the sound system. So in each room, you can actually adjust the sound system. We'll probably hook something neat like a Google Home or an Alexa up to it so that you can play the music from anywhere in the house. And it'll just be kind of everywhere. I think it's a really neat idea. So anyways, at the top of the stairs here, I'm going to walk up. And the first thing I'm going to show you is on the right. Now this right here is one of the things that sold me. JoAnna loved it too. But right at the top of the stairs, there's this beautiful, beautiful bonus room. Nice windows right there. Right there's the plugins and internet cable and all that. So right there, oh, and this is the other room in the upstairs that I was talking about that has those pots on the ceiling. So this right here is probably, you're looking at where we're going to put one of the TVs in the house. And then right back there is going to be some of the furniture that you can sit at. And this will be kind of the upstairs, more casual hanging out place. When we eventually have kids, right, this is going to be where we probably have the game consoles hooked up And this is less about entertaining company and more about entertaining ourselves as a family. Whereas the downstairs has a lot of space that's perfect for entertaining company, where you can put the little bit nicer furniture that you don't necessarily want the kids jumping up and down on with their muddy shoes. Now, of course, if they're my kids, they're probably going to do that anyways. I've always been a pain in the butt, and I'm sure they will be too. Anyways, next up from that top of the stairs, there's a bonus room. Right here is one of the bedrooms. This is one of the larger ones. And this is one that we're thinking probably is going to get turned into a home office, at least for now. So I personally have been talking to JoAnna about this, but I have a setup right now with my TV where the TV is going to go there. There's going to be a small, relatively low profile cord hooked up to right here. And then there's going to be a computer monitor here that displays the same image as the TV. And that way I can play in either position. I can be on a monitor or on a TV. We can do a little bit of streaming and broadcast our gaming, because that's the thing that we both enjoy. But down the line, this is probably eventually going to turn into a bedroom, perhaps for an older kid that we may or may not have. These shelves right there, that's one of JoAnna's favorite selling features. So each of the bedrooms actually has these little shelving units that go back pretty deep. Lots of nice room for them to put things like pictures or little statues or collectibles that they like, or maybe for me to put collectibles, or for kids to put like their trophies or something, because if they're my kids, they're going to be incredibly competitive and awesome at just about everything. Just pull open here. Nice sized little closet in the bedroom as well. All right, let's move on from this room. So heading back out, there's that bonus room on the left. We're going to hang right. On the left here, we see just a nice little linen closet right at the top of the steps. Just show you that real quick because that's not very exciting, at least not for me. But over here on the right, so just to orient yourselves, there's the steps, bonus room. That's the first bedroom I showed you. Right here is the second. This one's a little bit smaller, a little bit more plain in shape, but still a very, very nice room. It's got that nice shelving unit that I talked about and a decent sized closet. We've also talked a little bit about maybe this one being a office instead, but I figured more down the line when we need some of that other space a little bit more. There we go, it's starting to focus again. Camera went a little bit out of focus there. Really good closet space in these though. And actually this is the room that has the attic access. So you've got to be a little bit careful which kid you put in here, or else you're going to wake up in the middle of the night hearing banging above your head and find out that somebody went for an adventure. That sounds like something I would do. So further down, again, there's that stairs, bonus room, room 1, room 2. Look a little bit further on the left there, there's that linen closet. Take a couple steps further. I'm going to show you this room on the left first, and then what's here on the right. So on the left, this is the third of the bedrooms. It's got a little bit more of a green color to it. Because it was a show home, all of the rooms were painted and kind of designed to look very, very nice and professional. They had an interior decorator. It's a shelving unit on the walls. Oh, good. They just installed that curtain rod today. I had them do that before I took possession of the unit because I wanted curtain rods in all the rooms. There's no reason for one room not to have it. You can actually see the curtains right down there. Those will eventually get put up. But yeah, they would have an interior decorator come in and stage the house to look like a home so that you could picture yourselves in it. And by the way, they did an outstanding job, obviously, because we pictured ourselves right on into it. This room right here, for anyone who's hoping to come visit us, and like I said before, I really hope you do, this is probably going to be the primary guest bedroom, at least at first. So this will be your nice room. And let's show you what you're directly across from, just in case there's any late night issues. Maybe we drank a couple too many beers while playing board games. I don't know. Right here we have, now this isn't the master bathroom, this is the family bathroom. So we have, right, on the way in through the door. It's not a huge space, but that's a fairly nice tub. Good size. A beautiful shower head on it. One of those bars that kind of bends outwards so that you have a little bit more room in the shower. I hate feeling crowded in the shower. There's the toilet. All of these are boring features, so let's show you a much nicer feature. Again, this is the family bathroom with his and her sinks. Now, when I first came in here, JoAnna always talked about how she wanted his and her sinks in the master bathroom, and I saw this and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I would ever use it, but at the very least, if we have two kids, maybe a girl and a boy, everyone knows how girls and boys fight. You put one at each sink, and maybe we'll stop them from strangling each other. Beautiful lighting units. Little medicine cabinet on the wall. And that very, very nice countertop work that I was talking about. I can't get over how nice that is. Anyways, back out. Let's take a step down this hallway a little bit further. On the right, we have these double doors. And again, like I said, every appliance you see was included, including these. So I think we got a pretty good deal overall. Beautiful little laundry room. You can see the little drainage there in case there are any accidents with the water flow. That said, because this is a show home, this has been in place for about 3 years. They've used all of these appliances a little bit already just to make sure they worked. So I'm not expecting to have any need of that drainage, but got a hanger there in case we wash any, let's say, nice shirts and we don't want them to wrinkle. We can hang them up. And this is something I've talked with a few people about when I was deciding what we wanted to go with and whether or not this was a good option for us. Some people really like to have that laundry room downstairs. In my opinion, having it right up here, we have the master bedroom, which we're about to look at. We have these 3 bedrooms here. We got the linen closet. We got the bathroom and the master bathroom, all the main bathrooms. All your linen's going to be upstairs, right? 99% of the linens you have in the house are going to be upstairs. So why would you want the laundry room downstairs so far away from everyone? And I think Tanya can identify with that because Tanya, yours is upstairs too, and you know it's super convenient. So I took a little page out of your book on that one. Next up, let's look at the master bedroom. Now, this is going to make the kids a little jealous because this bedroom is no slouch. It's got the nice vaulted ceilings. You can see the speakers up there. Nice curtains already included. All those curtains, by the way, and the blinds and everything that you've seen while I've walked through, those were all included as well. So they were very motivated to make this sale happen, which I milked for everything I could. I'm just going to reach over here and point up at that light while I mess with this switch and show off these cool dimmers that we have. As far as I could tell, those are the only dimmers in the house that are actually hooked up to the lights. The rest are these dimmers there that are hooked up to the speaker system I was telling you about. Beautiful, beautiful bedroom. Now, the only problem is when JoAnna talked, like I said, she always wanted his and her sinks. And I thought, yeah, that's an okay idea. It's not a big priority to me, but you know, she likes it, and I have no problem with it. So like I said, there's nice his and her sinks inside of the family bathroom. And the first time I walked through, I walked into the master bathroom here, and I found this beautiful sink. I thought, well, that's a nice sink. But JoAnna's dream of his and her sinks, I mean, that seems kind of strange that there's just the one sink and a little bit of counter space. Looks very, very nice. Turns out what I was missing is that there are his and her sinks in here. They're actually just separate sinks. And it took me a little while to think about, like at first I was like, ooh, is that going to work? But I actually think that's a little bit better because that way while JoAnna's getting ready on that nice big counter space, I don't get elbowed in the head while I'm just working on this tiny little counter space over here. It'll be maybe a little bit safer for me. So let's give the actual proper entrance into this bathroom now that I'm not trying to hide stuff with the video. So we have the nice, this is actually probably the first sink I saw. I probably showed you them in the wrong order. A beautiful big soaker tub. Neat feature on this soaker tub is apparently the hot water tap hooks up to a mixer in the basement so that we can preset the temperature for the tub, and that way not only is it never too hot, but you never have to sit here fumbling for what's the right mix of this one and that one to try and figure out. You can just turn the hot water all the way on, and it will, I better make sure that drains out. You just turn the hot water all the way on, and it'll mix it to the right temperature for you. A little bit further in, you see that nice shelving unit again, so a good place to throw some towels and stuff. And a nice standing shower, which I've always appreciated. I'm more the shower type than the bath type anyways, and now I can have a shower without interrupting JoAnna. And then on the far side here, so there's the bedroom. Right there would be the walk-in closet. You might have thought it was a little weird that you didn't see a closet in the master bedroom. That's because this right here, I'm assuming that's JoAnna's. That's JoAnna's. And then this, right up to there, is JoAnna's. And then I'll just kind of shove my shirts in there. That should do the trick. It's a nice big walk-in closet to make sure we have room for all of JoAnna's clothes and my 3 dress shirts. Last thing I'm going to show you real quick, I'm going to wander down to the basement. There's not a lot to show you down there, but I figure if I'm going to tour you through the whole house, let's tour you through the whole house. Now the basement is unfinished, but it has a lot of, ability to develop it. It's got things in the right places already so that all we have to do is a little bit of work and we'll be good to go. So right here, there's the stairs to the upstairs, the living room, kitchen from before, and here's that door that I wouldn't show you previously. So you can already tell the basement's an unfinished basement. That's okay. This is where I'm going to throw my treadmill and all that other fun stuff. So lots and lots of space to work with. Lots of the materials that the builders used, so the paints and stuff like that. You can actually see some of the light fixtures and all that, some of the hardwood, in case we ever need to do any work in here. That way we don't have to go out and find it again. JoAnna's talked a little bit about wanting a recording studio one day, and I thought, hey, maybe down here is a good place for that. Right over there, you can see they've already got the pipes in place so that we can put a bathroom in right there. That would be where the bathroom would eventually go. From the stairs, there's a little bit of a dark, what I would call the Harry Potter suite. And right over here, more room. I'm just going to quickly point to those windows. Now, anybody who's owned a home knows that when you have a basement, you have to pay attention to the windows, because if you ever want to put a bedroom in the basement, it just occurred to me. I'm rambling about basements. In South Carolina, you guys don't have a whole lot of these. In Saskatchewan, this is very normal. Everyone has a basement. You actually need the cement as a good foundation for the house itself to deal with things like the ground thawing and freezing every year, so it provides a good stable foundation. And then when we're developing basements in Saskatchewan, often these windows are a lot smaller. You can actually see a little bit through there. There's kind of some shining metal. These are larger windows. They've got the little wells beside the house so that they can be a little bit taller. And that is so that you can develop them into a bedroom, because according to the building code in Saskatchewan, you cannot have a bedroom if the people staying in that bedroom would be unable to escape in case of a fire. So then often you get these tiny little windows that you could never squeeze through even if you tried. Even if you're like a little kid, you'd never get through. And then people will put bedrooms in them and they'll get in trouble for doing that. This is already pre-set up with the wells in case we want to develop any of this. Here's a whole bunch of stuff that I swear the guy showed me how to use. I'm going to have to be reading a lot of manuals because this is the first time I've ever had to operate any of this stuff. But I'm just going to show off real quick right here. This is what I was talking about upstairs. So I would adjust this, and then the bathtub in the master bedroom would be the perfect temperature. Right there we have a humidifier. You guys might not need that in South Carolina, but in Saskatchewan it gets a little bit dry up here, especially in the winter. So what you want to do is you want to set the humidity level so that it keeps the house humid. This is a part of that humidifier. JoAnna might appreciate this because I think she always found it a little bit dry. And then right there's the dehumidifier. Try and work that one through in your head. I have a humidifier and a dehumidifier hooked up to our furnace. He gave me very special instructions for like how I'm supposed to adjust the humidity by turning one off first and then turning the other one on and getting the right order. Otherwise, they're going to fight with each other and waste a whole bunch of electricity. So, all of the bells and whistles. Anyways, thanks for going on this quick tour with me. Maybe not so quick, 20 minutes. Like I said, we're really, really excited about this. So here, let me turn this around so you can see me. We're really, really excited about this. I had no idea if this was even going to be a possibility. JoAnna looked at this model once, a couple times actually, and she decided she really liked it. I really like it. I can see a potential future here. Now, we don't need to stay in this permanently. That's not what we're saying at all. We may decide to sell it and move somewhere else. Maybe somewhere in the US, maybe somewhere in Canada, maybe somewhere in Europe or Australia. We have no idea. You never know what the future is going to hold. But we walked through this house, and hopefully you saw it too. There is a future that I could see here. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with my beautiful wife, JoAnna. I love you, baby. And even if it's not here, I hope it's somewhere that at least makes you as happy as seeing this place did the first time that you and I walked through. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and Merry Christmas, everyone. We love you all, and I really hope that some of you can come out and visit. It'll be an absolute blast to have you. The summer's beautiful up here. Lots and lots to do. Lots of activities. Ask us what kind of stuff we can take you out to do. Or if you're feeling adventurous, come out in the winter. We'll take you up skiing and snowboarding, maybe ice skating, and get you a little bit of that Canadian flavor. I promise it's not as bad as we make it out to be when we talk about how cold it is. It's actually a lot of fun. You stay bundled up well, and we'll make sure to take care of you. So thanks, everyone. Bye.